there really anything better than immersing yourself in football all afternoon on a Saturday? And we continue with this one. It's the Oregon State Beavers and the Houston Cougars. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
I caught up with the Oregon State head coach before the game. This is going to be a huge challenge to get this upset on the road. Not only is this one of the best quality opponents they have faced so far, it is a quality crowd. You can hear from the noise. This crowd is ready to get after it. A very hostile environment. We will see how they handle it, and I will keep you posted how it's going down here on the field. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Houston's offense will take the field first. And there he is, Amare Thomas. Every time he gets a chance to make a play, the entire stadium holds its breath. Moving the pocket, it's Wigman. Turns it upfield.
And there was times during the week where we were texting. We have a group text for these games every single week. And we talk about different guys. And this receiver, we were like, is the tape in fast motion? Like, this dude is flying out wide. Like, this is a guy that legit has that take the top off the defense speed, elite speed. Palmer, this is a guy that defenses, and talking to the coaches, they are extremely worried about.
Yeah, the D coordinator in this game told us he just hasn't slept much this week, knowing how fast this guy is and just how he can score any given play. And they've got to do a really good job in this one communicating, understanding where he is, but making sure there is at least one safety playing deep, because you know this guy is going to get his opportunities deep down the field.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
Snags it. At the 35, he's got room. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
And that's this guy's third catch now on the drive, and I like how this offense just keeps going back to him. Look, if you're not going to cover him, we're going to keep throwing him the football. We don't have to overthink this thing, and as every completion happens, the quarterback is gaining more and more confidence in this guy.
And the Cougars come to with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Looks as if he's going to run it. Got enough space, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
And you knew his legs were a weapon, and he shows it to you right there, running it into the end zone. And this offense, man, they are a good offense, and they are in a good rhythm early in this football game. We talked about the quarterback. We talked about his speed. He can make these type of plays, and on the first drive, Palmer, the defense didn't have any answers. They better find some.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to find them, too, just because of that athleticism and just how he can attack defenses with his arm, with his feet, the different playmakers surrounding him as well. There's a lot to get prepared for in a week when you're playing against this offense, and I just think they saw everything there on that opening drive. They're going to have to do some soul-searching on the sidelines early.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with an exclamation point, running it in from the 19. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Oregon State's offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And Jesse, if they have to look to their big tight end in the passing game, that could open the door to some struggles.
I mean, he has to be the go-to because he is their best weapon. This is not a dynamic passing attack with guys on the outside with speed, take the top off the defense, catch posts and goes. A lot of it goes through this tight end. So it's getting to the sticks, working open in zone coverage, being that reliable target for the quarterback. That's going to be important in this one.
No doubt. So that starts with great hands, contested catches, using that big frame to catch those intermediate passes, move the sticks, really be the go-to guy in this offense.
This is where you make the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Looking downfield, it's Murphy. Makes the grab over the middle. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. The Beavers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Fires quickly. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Looking to throw again. Finds his big tight end. He showed off the stiff arm, but apparently he needed a couple more. A lot of defenders around to stop him. 3rd and short now. They from their own 46. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. The Beavers are rolling down the field. They'll run the counter. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Sells to fake. Caught behind the line. It's Hampton. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And the Beavers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Caught, it's Nolan. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. The Beavers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Caught on the RPO. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Just going to keep it after the snap. Fights off a defender. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12. The Beavers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Keeps it moving, it's Hatcher. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Pulls it. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Looking for a man. It's Murphy. And he avoids the sack.
After that incompletion, it's now 4th and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. Just take the field goal, or do you keep your offense on the field looking to get 6?
Dead center perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. Good coverage to knock that pass away.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
And listen, third down and long is such a hard...
Oh, the fake. They snapped it to the up man. He's on the move. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the fourth down to keep the drive going. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Hughes. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. This time they'll throw it. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Dropping back, it's Wegman. Makes the grab on the left. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Gets rid of it.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Running inside. It's Newberry.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
All right, well, that QB knows he now has to get the ball out of his hands quick because that defensive end turned the corner fast.
They booted away on 4th down. Not a lot of room to field this one. Taken down right away. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
The give to the back. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the 1st down.
I tell you what, watching Houston a year ago, man, they really did a great job on defense. And then when the run game was going and Connor Wigman throwing in the running game, they really could take off and play good games. Now, bringing in Hughes from Oregon, they're hoping to get now that 1-2 punch with Wigman, Palmer, that can get this offense to the next level.
You really do have to be impressed with head coach Willie Fritz and the job he's doing here in the portal, trying to bolster what he already has established. You mentioned the defense and you mentioned quarterback, but you know he wants to be physical. He wants to run the football. Mekhi Hughes is a guy that can help them do that, and so it's going to be really interesting to watch this Cougars offense this year as they try and navigate the Big 12.
Now on the counter. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. They'll run him again. They put the brakes on him.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Houston will be forced to punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Trying to get started. Here comes the Oregon State offense to get this drive started. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Finds a crease. It's Hatcher.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Dropping back, it's Murphy. Under pressure. And it's a sack.
And he was held in check in game one, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the second ball game, that will not be his last sack of the season. This dude is a ball player.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Here comes the heat. Avoids pressure. Unleashes it on the run. He's got it along the sideline. Big play on that one as he works his way all the way to the 28-yard line.
That is time completion for the offense. You have to give all the credit to the offensive line because he had day to sit back there in the pocket, find an open man downfield. That was just way too easy for the offense. The defense, no pass rush whatsoever, and the result is a big explosive play for the O.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Nolan. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. And that last one might have helped the completion percentage, but it didn't go forward. 2nd and 10 here. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24. They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force him into a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. Keeping his eyes downfield. Oh, he's got some space. He slides and gets the 1st down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary. In the red area, it's McMillan. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Quick give. It's Hatcher. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Will they be able to get that 1 more yard and stick it in here on 3rd down? Trying to bully their way in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll start the return inside his 5. He's able to work his way on the return up to the 23 before he steps out of bounds. Here comes the Houston offense out and ready to go. We've had some early scores. They get the ball back, trailing by a field goal, 10-7. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking downfield, it's Wigman. Gets open down the middle. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. All right, guys, let's talk Houston. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that, might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously, some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
Houston, and they're going to try it again. It's another fake. Not going to get there as this defense makes a stand. This is probably one of those plays where you wish you had a do-over button so you could just punt that thing away. Going to run it. It's Hatcher. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Makes the catch. It's Hampton. He's down right there. Short gain on the ground. 3rd and long right here. From the gun. Wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer.
I know defenders hate quarterbacks and love nothing more than hitting them, but you're hitting yourself in the gut when you get a 15-yard penalty. Looking for a crease. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. It's Murphy. Unleashes one deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. After making one field goal, he'll need a little distance on. This one, a 40-yard try coming. Field goal is good. There is a flag on the play. Now, if this is on the defense, it might not change that much. Offense has already made the long field goal. This could turn out to be a huge penalty. Thought they were going to have to settle for 3, and now the offense back on the field with a chance for more. Cuts it upfield. It's Hatcher. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll ride him again. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Right at the line. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offside.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
That penalty puts the defense in a bind. It'll be 3rd and 1. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. And the offense will take that penalty and move a little bit closer. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. Back to throw, it's Murphy. On the move. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Here's the running game on 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. Try to barge their way in. Driven back.
And the offense, they're just trying to be physical. They're trying to run this ball in down close to the goal line. The defense, though, they're having none of it.
He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on 3rd and goal, and it did not pay off. 4th down and goal from the 3. The playbook is pretty much wide open here. Looking to the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. There's some daylight. They'll mark him down at the 17, and that'll be enough to move the chains.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. First play of the period, 1st down here. Going to ride this running back. All over him immediately. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Moves the pocket. It's Wegman. Caught over the middle. It's Thomas. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. It's inside. It's Sanford. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
And how about Willie Fritz and the job he's done bringing in elite talent, man? You see these receivers that can make plays with Thomas and Walker. You also see him bringing in young guys, one of the most highly rated quarterbacks in all of college football a year ago. Houston's got some juice. H-Town, Palmer, a little juice, baby.
It sounds like Big 12 football, right? The Big 12 football that we all know. Air raid offenses throwing it up and down the field. Traditionally, Big 12 champions have dudes on the outside that can smoke you. And I think Willie Fritz and Houston believe they have the horses this year. Coming back, they've recruited some big-time talent as well, and they are looking to light up scoreboards this season.
That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. They give it back to him. They'll make the stop, but the chains will move. It's a 1st down for Houston. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wants to throw one 1st. That's caught. It's Thomas. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Cougars, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Sanford. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Takes the handoff. It's Hughes. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point.
And the rush will get to him at the 25. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy, a 42-yarder from the left hash. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And the 3-ball gives us a tie.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Pulls it on the option. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. Throws it off the RPO. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. Last completion got them a 1st down. Let's see what they do now. Sells the run, looking to pass. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Beavers are moving quickly down the field. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Well, that was an easy one for the officials. You can't grab a face mask like that, and it costs the defense a 1st down. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Off-play action. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the...
Makes the grab in their space. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The Beavers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Play action on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. And he gets it away.
And those are the ones you just want to pull it back in as soon as you throw it as a quarterback, because you know he was open. I had him. I just put too much underneath it and missed out on a big play.
Got an alley. Fighting off the defender. Gets it inside the 10. Out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. The Beavers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Oregon State! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So a drive there of 82 yards And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Houston offense once again. They'll go to work, trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Second and long here. Caught in the backfield, it's Walker. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Third and long coming up. Looking to throw, it's Wigman. Moves to his right. Out wide right, it's Walker. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss?
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Snaps it, and he has to have it. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
And the Cougars have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Might as well run him again. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line's going to have to play a lot better here.
Selling the fake. Rushes on. Going to try to get it himself.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend, because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
He now has 53 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Wants to throw. It's Wegman. Fires to the tight end. And he's rolled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Wide receiver going in motion. Follows his blocks. It's Hughes. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, looking for a man. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. There he goes. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Fresh center downs going to the air. Left side is Hampton. The quick feet, the acceleration, the vision, and he works his way to the 44.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They'll take the penalty and move them back. That false start will just increase the degree of difficulty at 2nd and 7. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Oh, pressure's coming. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. And there is a little more difficult to defend than pressure right up the middle, and the big nose tackle brings it there.
And he starts right on the football. A lot of time he gets double teamed, right? Because he's right there and you got the guards next to him, but the big fella just uses his power, overpowers the line, gets to the quarterback, and gets the sack.
And the Beavers will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. The run inside. It's Hughes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good third down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you wanted. Like the interception, the turnover, good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football.
He's loose at the 30. Seizing an open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19.
That's got to make you feel good offensively. The first game of the year, and early you're able to break off a long run. We know for them, they take pride in their ability running the football, and they're getting that established early this season.
Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. Going to the run, it's Hughes. Stopped in his tracks, he got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Sanford. Finding some room. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. 1st and goal now for Houston as they try to get it in. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Houston! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I like this offense not panicking, executing on this drive, and driving down the field and tying this football game up. I love the no panic, just stay chill, and now we got ourselves a football game.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point. So a drive there of 85 yards. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Here comes the Beaver offense ready to go. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. They pick up of 6. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. On play action. Look out. They get to him as he throws. Picked off. What a play by this defense. Touchdown, Cougars. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
This is a defense that prides themselves on getting turnovers, and it starts with the pass rush. It was the hit on the quarterback that forced the throw to not be as accurate as the QB would have liked. Nice job in the back end, securing the interception, and then taking it the distance.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Oregon State takes over, ready to can send the offense onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Straight ahead, it's Hatcher. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Murphy. Unleashes one. The flag flies in as this one falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. After the shower of flags, it's 1st and 15 for this offense. Looking for a crease, it's Hatcher. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28. Long way to go on 2nd down. They'll run it. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Trying to take it back. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Stopped at the 41-yard line after the 5-yard gain. He's got 67 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Henderson. Right side, it's Young.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Fires to the right. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Looking deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Houston will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Trying to make one miss. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Keeps it looking for room. Got the first down. The Beavers using their first timeout. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the first down. Sweet cut there.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Wants to go up top on second down. Complete along the sidelines, and that'll be good enough for the first down. The Beavers have it with a 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Hatcher. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback, playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball. And this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
Back to throw, it's Murphy. Fires to the wideout. And the third down pass is incomplete.
And the defense is kind of smiling about that one, right? The receiver got a chance, got open, had a chance to make a play, but man, you don't see it very often, but just lose concentration, and that is a big third down stop for this defense on that drop pass.
Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, checking in from the Houston sideline. There is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And the pass is incomplete, and there's a penalty flag down, and no big secret why. That receiver was being mauled by the defender.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
He's going to let it go. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Escapes the pressure to his right. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. Just enough time for one final play of the half. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And the throw downfield winds up incomplete, and there's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender. That pass interference call will give us one more untimed down in the half. Drops back on 1st down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. So they're going to decline the penalty. I guess they don't want to take a chance with the free play, and that's going to do it for the half as we check in with Kevin Connors. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with Colorado taking on the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. And it's the Buffaloes coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. This will push them to 2-0 on the season. Here now, a look at some other games of note today, including a big upset with major implications. As for your game and an interesting first half, let's take a look at the numbers of note. And these two defenses have shown uncommon discipline through 2 quarters, especially the D-backs. They've kept to their assignments, covering those receivers like cheap suits. Certainly not the fashionable wardrobe old KC wears here in studio. Anyway, yes, the passing game. Be better. How's that for a breakdown? And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the cage in Southeast Texas.
The Cougars will kick it away to crank up the second half. Let's see what he can do with the return. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Here comes the Oregon State offense to get this drive started. Those 2 first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the 3rd quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this first half.
Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. To the air, it's Murphy. Extending the play. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. And the Beavers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down to the air. Out wide right, it's Nolan. Brought down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Keeps it himself. Turning it on. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. The Beavers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Running inside, it's Hatcher. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3. They'll need a bunch on second down. Back to pass, and he'll have to push it downfield. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Heaves it on the run. Leaping grab for a big gain. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15. The Beavers getting set on 1st and 10. Turns up, it's Nolan. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
On that RPO, the QB is just trying to keep it himself and see if he can get the first down, but nothing doing. He wasn't able to spring free, just too much speed defensively, and now it sets up 4th down.
Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. He'll take it himself. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Henderson. Stepping to the right. Fires on the move. Just gets rid of that one.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin him deep. Hauls it in at the 40. He got nothing on the return. Outstanding job there. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Rush right in his face. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. And the Beavers line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. You've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Going over the top. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but they're not able to come away with the completion.
Moving out to the right. Takes a hit as he fires. Right side, it's Thomas. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. This Houston offense about to snap it on 1st down again. Might as well give it to him again. They get him down. Tough run. Picks up 4. They'll mark it at the 19. Halfway there on 1st down. It's 2nd and 5. Trying to run. It's Sanford. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. And the Cougars back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. quick give. It's Butler. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Right back to the well. Touchdown, Cougars! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Here comes the Beaver offense ready to go. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Sets his feet. It's Murphy. The screen. He's got wheels. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Snap on first down, wants to throw. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
This defensive linemen have tents in the backfield. Goodness gracious, they're camping out back there, hitting the quarterback time and time again. When you've sacked him this much, of course he's going to be flustered. Of course he wants to get rid of the football.
And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Caught. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. The Beavers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for space, it's Hatcher. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. The Beavers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Give to the running back. Nice move to keep running. Breaks into the open. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. And the Beavers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. The fake and wants to throw. Unloads in the nick of time.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9, where it'll be 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Motion from the wideout. With the run on 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. He'll keep it on 2nd down. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. It's good. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Houston offense out and ready to go. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you, Paul.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
They'll run it on the counter. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. Houston will be forced to punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Makes a nice grab at the 25. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. To the air, it's Murphy. Still looking. He'll pull it down and run. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. The Beavers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. From the gun, he'll try to throw. That's reeled in. It's Nolan. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. They've got the ball in midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Out wide right, it's Hatcher. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. The Beavers will bring the punt team onto the field. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Here comes the Houston offense once again. Hits inside, it's Butler. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Yeah, stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10 as we are getting this season underway in the opening week. Just feeds the running back. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room as they mark it at the 17. Now facing 3rd and short from their own 17. A run for the quarterback. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Not a lot of room to make this catch. No room to bring it back. Here comes the Oregon State offense to get this drive started. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
To the ground. He's got it again. Oh, he's got some space. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the 1st down.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Drops back, it's Murphy. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Newberry. Stopped right at the 42-yard line as this defense forces a 4th down. And the Beavers will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room. He's up to the 17. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. On the move, he fires. Picked off, what a play to set him up. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick, and guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3/4 of a football game.
Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but, man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try to capitalize on this field position.
That touch pass went nowhere. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Really nice job by the cornerback. Hey, a lot of cornerbacks want to cover. They want to drop back. They're not really about that life. They don't want to be the tackling kind of guy. They're like, yeah, leave that to the linebackers. That dude committed, came up, made a nice tackle.
To throw, it's Murphy. They're all over him. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. That'll cut this lead down to 5.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, they're still happy to get the field goal.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. First play of the drive comes from the 22. The run inside. It's Young. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Heading into the fourth quarter, and both of these running backs have just been outstanding. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. To the air, it's Henderson. Looking to the big tight end. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down. Houston will be forced to punt. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Here comes the Beaver offense ready to go. And now, deep in the fourth quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Makes the grab. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side now. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. First down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to pass. Under pressure. Got rid of it just in time. At the end of a play, there is an injured Houston player on the field. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the Oak. That penalty puts the defense in a bind. It'll be 3rd and 1. Right side, it's Hampton. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. The Beavers are marching down the field. Going with the counter play here. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. It's Murphy. Finds his man. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. The Beavers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They'll run it. It's Newberry. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the fourth quarter, that ramps up the pressure. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Well, just nothing happening that time for the QB, right? RPO keeps him. He's trying to throw. Nobody there. He tries to buy time, getting out to his right-hand side, but the defense took everything away and just forced the quarterback to have to eat the football.
Good job by this defense, man. They've given up some yards and some plays on this drive, but they didn't lose focus. They stayed dedicated to what they're doing, and a great job on third down, forcing the fourth down here, and hopefully the field goal attempt.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. That slices the lead to 2.
And I think I like the call, man. You got an opportunity to take the lead in the fourth quarter. Go for the kick. He executes it perfectly. Defense, now it's your turn. We got the lead. We got to get a stop.
The Houston offense comes onto the field. So they get the ball back, still clinging to this slim lead. Defense helped them out, holding them to a field goal, but man, do they need some momentum on offense. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down, and he gets rid of it.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
The play fake. Out wide right, it's Young.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down.
I think in this situation after that incompletion,
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert to fourth down, and it paid off. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, it's Cooper. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Escapes the pressure going right. He's forced out of bounds well behind the line of scrimmage, and the defense will take it as a sack. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Searching for space. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. And now, deep in the fourth quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Straight ahead, it's Newberry. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Come to the line at the 42, facing a third and short. Looking to pass, it's Murphy. Here comes the heat. Right side, it's Hampton. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw one first. Fires to the middle. Complete with conviction on the crosser. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. That's the way you get things going. A huge play, and now attacking from just inside the red zone. They'll move the wide receiver. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Gives it. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Churns into the pile. And he's not going to get the first down. Good stop there. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Oh, they blocked the kick. That's a live ball. Defense has it. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. This one's big to make sure they can't beat you with a field goal. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 9 here in the 4th. Fielded in the end zone. It's Butler. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Here comes the Oregon State offense to get this drive started. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Rushes on. Gets away to his left. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. A first down for the offense. Looking downfield, it's Murphy. Oh, pressure's coming. And down he goes. We'll have a stoppage here as there is a Beaver down on the field. And the Beavers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, gonna throw it. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. Running inside. It's Hatcher. They get him stopped, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. The Beavers will try to pin them back with the punt. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. So working with a lead here, they'd like to put together a long, time-consuming drive and put this thing away. Hits the hole. It's Butler. Danced his way through traffic. Pick up a 4 to the 19.
That's exactly the start you want when you're on offense. In this situation, 4-minute offense, I'm not worried about scoring. I'm not worried about getting a bunch of first downs. I need 2. I need 2 first downs, and I'm going to let that clock tick, and I walk out of here with a W.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Rides to the back. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. Houston will be forced to punt. Secures it at the 30. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. Looking for a man. It's Murphy. Just a short pass to the tight end.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Out wide left, it's Hampton. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. Quick give. It's Newberry. We'll have a stoppage here as there is a Beaver down on the field. That is a sophomore offensive lineman down on the play, and we hope he's able to return soon. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
Yeah, and this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down, we're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get first downs. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the first down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. The Beavers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Driving forward, it's Hatcher. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. And again, stopped right in his tracks, nowhere to run.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's 4th down. 4th down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And they're back within a score here in the 4th. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Finds his tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on 3rd and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. But now decided to go for it, setting up a 4th down. And this looks like a situation where you should punt the football.
They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. Making the adjustment on the play. Got to make the play on 4th. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
You always talk about risk-reward. Gambling and going for it with the lead on 4th down right there and getting it, the reward could be winning the game. That was an unbelievable play. And how about this coaching staff putting their faith in their players to come up with the execution and make it happen?
Hits inside, it's Butler.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Trying to move them on the counter. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Dropping back, it's Wigman. Keeping his eyes downfield. Looking down the left side. And he makes the catch inside the 20. And he's dragged down. They'll mark it at the 19. Into the red zone. It'll be first down. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Run in the red zone, it's Hughes. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. The Beavers using their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Right back to it. Runs through a tackle. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. Timeout is called, and that will be the second charge to Oregon State. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Oregon State will use its final timeout here. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. This could be the biggest play of the game so far. 3rd down and 2.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were on the last 4th down.
The Cougars will use their first timeout here. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it's good! Huge 3 points to make it a 2-possession game.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the moment. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Let's send the tight end in motion. Tells the run, wants to pass. Out wide right, it's Hatcher. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
That's just not going to get it done, David. At this point of the game, you're trailing. You've got to pick up the urgency, and this offense is going to have to get more aggressive throwing downfield.
They're going to have to take shots, but I know that, right? The defense knows that. I'm going to stay deep, and I'm going to let you complete all these passes underneath because the clock running is my friend.
2nd and long here. To the air. It's Murphy. Got his man. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Look out! Nothing there, and he just had to throw it away.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success.
Throws it deep. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
Well, I know when the defense goes back and watches this film, it's not going to be perfect, but that was the stop they needed, right, David? You've got two great offenses going back and forth. You just got to be able to break serve once, and the defense did it here at the very end. No matter how you do it, I know the stats weren't great, but the most important statistic, they get the win.
Get the win, obviously, that you worry about cleaning everything up, but you also want timely defense, right? Like when you need it, can you come through? I know a lot of people were holding their breath on the sideline, wondering if they would come through, but they did. They got the stop in a big moment. Their offense scored a bunch of points, and they walk away with the victory.